We actually got an output. That's pretty impressive. So the Raspberry Pi is definitely not the hardware to run DeepSeek R1 on. However, as an experiment, I wanted to see what happens when we try to run DeepSeek R1 at 671 billion parameters on the Raspberry Pi 5. Luckily for this experiment, tools like Llama CPP allow us to run models which are larger than the amount of system RAM that we have available. It does so by making use of the mmap system call. Think of nmap as like pretending the model is in RAM, but is really being read from storage. Now this does mean that by relying on the mmap system call, our biggest bottleneck is going to be our storage read speed. So let's ditch the slow SD card and instead use an NVMe SSD. The Raspberry Pi 5 comes with a PCIe 2.0 interface. Now the cool thing is, you can go into the configuration settings and force this interface to run at PCIe 3 speeds. It's unofficial, but it works. And with this, you get a whopping 800 megabytes per second read speed. Now technically, the Raspberry Pi does have Vulkan driver support, and trust me, I tried for at least like an hour to get the Vulkan drivers to work, but at best, it just hangs on inferencing, so we're just going to compile with CPU-only inference. And I should mention we are using the Q4 quantization of the model, and we're going to run it with a simple prompt with a very comically small 128 context size. This did take a while. We're getting 0.04 tokens per second, which is not really usable, but honestly I thought this would be worse than what it came to be. I thought we'd be sitting here for like 3 hours. So guys, this is a quick experiment I just want to do to see what happens when you run DeepSeek R1 at 671 billion parameters on a Raspberry Pi. If you thought this experiment was somewhat interesting, hit that thumbs up button just so I know. And as always, thank you for watching and stay tuned for another galvanizing video. Thanks.